Now today, so let us try to continue our learning of what is the name of the lesson? Synthetic fibers and plastics. Okay. So just learning the question and answers is not suffice. Okay, please understand that you can learn, you can read question and answers, but this lesson is 100% of practical importance. Okay, as I told you in the last class, we will not be able to satisfy the entire population by the natural fibers. Okay, I hope you understand that. Okay, fine. But we have to make some artificial fibers also, so that we can make equivalent materials. Okay, suppose if you go for a original woolen sweater, it will cost about 4,000 or 5,000, but you can make an equivalent sweater that should be used for the winter in the cost of about 300 or 400. Okay, so many of you might have having the yes, Kanishka, I have also given the book bag answers, so don't worry about that. Please listen the class. So what you are referring is correct. So question and answers, it is very important, but this lesson is of practical importance. Okay, so learning is more than the question and answers. Okay, fine. So you can afford with the lesser cost the same material. Somebody may be having silk. What is that? Normally, women are fond of silk cloths. So they are getting some saris for about, you may know, what is the approximate cost of silk? Normally, nearly 2,000 to even for 1 lakh, you can get silk cloths, silk saris. Okay. You might have heard of this. Okay. So it is very common. Okay. Silk saris. So it is costing from 2,000 to 1 lakh, even more. Okay. Yes. Pattu Podavai. Harish is mentioned. Yes. Pattu Podavai. Good. So Pattu. Okay. Pattu Nool. Okay. That is silk. So this is obtained from one stage of the butterfly. Okay, one stage of the butterfly, one stage. Okay, pattupudu. Okay, that's cocoon stage. Okay, fine. But it is costly. You can get an equivalent material as rayon. So which is an equivalent of silk. That is called artificial silk. That will cost about 300 to 400. You can make an equivalent a sari like that. Okay, it's like material. Okay, sari like material. So which is equivalent to that silk saris. Okay, so pattu pudavai can be replaced with the rayon sari. You cannot distinguish it. Okay, unless you are very fond of that silk, you cannot distinguish it. Okay, like that, we are replacing or we are substituting the, yes, good, substituting the natural fibers with artificial fibers. Otherwise, it is very difficult to satisfy the entire needs of human beings. Okay, fine. That is about the essence of this lesson. However, you have to reduce the usage of synthetic fibers. Okay, you have to reduce. Okay, so Safa Mariam is mentioning that you have collected types of fabric I can show. Okay, so I will ask at the last 5 minutes. Suppose if you have collected some fibers in your home, you can show it in the last 5 minutes. I will spare that time. So today we shall see first. Okay, Safa Mariam is the first to show that different fibers. Please keep it ready. I will ask in last 5 minutes. Okay, fine. So today we shall see the different types of artificial or man-made or synthetic fibers, and one particular artificial fiber is rayon. We shall see the manufacturing processes. I will show you a small video that will show you the basic function of the manufacture of rayon. It is an industrial process, but a laboratory process will be shown in this video. I will show you that. So I just want to share the screen now. See. Okay, so this is the types of synthetic fibers. Are you able to see the screen, ma'am? Am I audible? Are you able to see the screen? Yes, okay, okay, thank you. Okay, fine. So please remember the types of synthetic fibers. Types of synthetic fibers. So there are basically 4 types we are going to learn in this lesson. First one is called rayon. Okay, first one is called rayon. And second one is nylon. Okay, nylon. There is a clue in this nylon. So New York. Okay, so NY refers for New York and LON refers for what? Any answer? NY refers for New York, LON refers for London. Good, Rimsha. Good. London. Okay. So nylon is first 2 letters of New York. Sorry, first letter of New and first letter of York. Okay, New York and London. So we will see the reason later. Okay, NYLON. Nylon is the first man-made pure synthetic fiber, 100% synthetic fiber. You know the use of it. We will also learn this. Third one is polyester. Fourth one is acrylic. Okay, acrylic. So this acrylic is a substitute for wool. Okay, for wool. This rayon is a substitute for silk. Okay, other things, nylon and polyester. Okay, so women, so girl child may know that so many types of sarees are there. Nylon saree, what is that? Chiffon saree, polyester saree. So many things are there. Okay, so not only cotton, mixture of cotton, because people don't want the pure cotton. Okay, except a few. So they need some shining in their cloth. Therefore, this polyester is mixed with cotton. You are getting sorry, COTTON. Okay, terry cotton or polyester with cotton, like that materials are prepared. And you have to know that the 4 types of these synthetic fibers are rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. So we are going to learn the properties of these type of synthetic fibers, the manufacturing processes and their applications. Okay, fine. Here first let us take rayon. Rayon is prepared by the polymerization of cellulose. Okay, cellulose is a biological content. Cellulose is a biological content. So this is nothing but some starch. Okay, starch. So it is a plant content. Cellulose is a plant content. And polymerization, you know what do you mean by a polymer? Okay, so you have a monomer, a single atom. Another single particle is added. Another single particle is added. Then one, another one, like this. You can add so many individual atoms, or that is what is called a monomer. So these types of substances can be added together to form a polymer. Okay, so one by one they are adding, just like a bead. Okay, so this is prepared by the polymerization of cellulose, and it is also called artificial silk or regenerated fiber. Rayon's another name is called artificial silk or regenerated fiber. Okay, and what is the manufacturing process? This is the manufacturing process. You have the wood pulp. Okay, you have to mix the wooden pieces, broken pieces of wood. You have to mix it with water. You will be getting some pulp. Okay, you have a wooden pulp, and it is dissolved in sodium hydroxide. It is a chemical. Okay, sodium hydroxide solution. So this will form a sticky liquid called viscose. Okay, you have cellulose. Okay, cellulose is mixed with sodium hydroxide solution. Okay, and this will form some viscous liquid, and it will be passed through a spinneret. Spinneret means, just like you can imagine, you will be having this in your home. Okay, idiyappam. Okay, idiyappam maker. Do you remember? So what do they do? You have some flavor. Okay, so you'll be having some flavor inside, and you have some spinneret here. You will be having some bottom will be a small plate which has so many holes. Okay, and if you put this plate inside with holes, if you press it from the top, you'll be having a piston like this. Okay, you'll be having a piston. You have to apply some pressure. When you apply some pressure inside the cylinder, what will happen? The flavor, okay, the rice flavor will be forming some a popular dish called idiyappam, okay? Just வீட்ல இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு simple example அதனால இத சொன்னேன். So everybody will be having this, okay? This is used to make so many snacks items, okay? So this is called a spinneret. That means you have to squeeze. You have to squeeze the viscous fluid. It is a mixture of some chemical and cellulose liquid. It is a viscous fluid. This viscose is squeezed through some spinneret that will be forming some fiber like this, okay? Okay, and through the tiny holes, okay, spinneret will be having so many tiny holes. Just to compare with that of the idiyappam maker, okay? Everybody will be having idiyappam maker. How many of you had idiyappam this morning? Yes, Murk. Also, Harish. How many of you had idiyappam this morning? I have. Giovanna, good, good. It's a very healthy food because it is boiled in water. It boiled in, yes, Sanjana also have idiyappam, okay? So while studying science, so many things come out. Okay, so last night you had idiyappam. Okay, good, fine. So one thing about the idiyappam is that it is boiled food which is healthier for the human beings, okay? So no oil, okay? Yes, okay, thanks Bodandi. Yes, Darshini, so many of you. Okay, the list doesn't end. Okay, it's a good food because it is boiled, okay? So boiled foods are good for health, okay? Please take it regularly, fine. And the same thing, okay? The same pan is called spinneret. So I just take this example just to make familiar with the available things around us, okay? Fine. Now this spinneret is used in a solution of sulfuric acid. You will be getting some thin fibers called rayon. I will show you now the video that will demonstrate the manufacture of rayon. Okay, shall I start the video? So please confirm if you are able to hear video and audio.
Hello everyone. Today we will conduct a very interesting.
Just a minute. I will just increase the volume. So what happened?
Act with each other. Take a beaker and pour into about 4 grams of basic copper carbonate. Copper carbonate has a greenish tint. Next, we need a concentrated solution of ammonia. Here, I have approximately 40 milliliters.
Are you able to see the video and can you hear the audio? So please confirm if you are able to see the video and audio. Yes? Okay, fine. So the basic thing is cellulose, okay? Cellulose is mixed with some chemical, okay? The cellulose is mixed with some chemical and it is forming a viscous liquid called viscose. That viscose is squeezed through the spinneret in sulfuric acid so as to clean that. You will be getting some artificial fiber called rayon, okay? Here they have some other chemicals, don't worry about that. Our aim is to make some viscose. Viscose has to be used, so it has to be passed through the spinneret, okay? That is the thing. So please try to watch the video.
Of 25% ammonia solution. Now, I will pour this ammonia solution to the copper carbonate. This forms a complex compound of copper which has a bright blue color.
See, I told you sodium hydroxide. As per our book, they are using ammonium hydroxide, okay? Ammonium hydroxide. So to form the viscous liquid, so has to pass through the spinneret, okay? Anything it may be taken, okay? That will be the color of the fiber, okay?
However, copper carbonate doesn't entirely react with ammonia, and a little residue remains at the bottom of the cup. Let's pour the liquid into the other beaker for the solution to become clear. Now we have a copper compound complex, which has a very interesting properties. This solution can dissolve cotton wool. To do this, and taken about a gram of the cotton wool and began to add it slowly to the copper. Very interesting property. Solution to become clear. Now we have a copper compound complex.
See, just a minute. Now he has a pure liquid, and can you see here what is this on the right hand side pan? It is just a cotton, okay? Simple cotton is kept on the right hand side. Cotton is a form of cellulose. Okay, cotton is a form of cellulose. Now this cotton is kept into this liquid where you have that copper carbonate and ammonia solution. Okay, now it will be forming some viscous liquid. Okay, for the sake of cellulose, he is taking this cotton. Can you see the cotton? Please look at the experiment carefully.
Which has a very interesting properties. This solution can dissolve cotton wool. To do this, I'm taking about a gram of the cotton wool and begin.
See, cotton wool is kept inside the liquid. Okay, so this is the cotton. See what happens?
To add it slowly to the copper complex solution. The wool is highly soluble and forms so-called viscose, which is the raw material for the production of artificial silk. After the wool has been dissolved, the liquid, which was in the cup, has become quite thick. To obtain the artificial silk, prepare 1 mole solution of a sulfuric acid. Next, we fill.
See now, he has formed some viscose like this. We have another solution called sulfuric acid. Now he is taking that viscose through this syringe. He is going to squeeze through the sulfuric acid. See what happens.
Fill the syringe with a few millimeters of viscose. Feed the needle and slowly inject a stream of viscose into the acid solution. At the same time, we can observe an interesting effect. When viscose contacts with sulfuric acid, the cellulose from the solution begins to polymerize. Sulfuric acid reacts with complex compound of copper and dissolves it. Thin blue fibers of rayon are formed.
See, so this is the process of making rayon. Okay, so what did we have? We have cellulose. In this example, he has taken cotton wool as cellulose, and he has to have some viscous fluid. So for viscous fluid, he took copper carbonate and ammonium hydroxide. Okay, though that forms copper nitrate solution, and which dissolves this cotton wool. Okay, you have to dissolve the cellulose in the chemical to form some viscous fluid. Suppose if you use some copper solution, the color of the rayon will be blue in color. Suppose if you use some iron solution, iron sulfate solution, the color of the rayon will be brownish in color. Okay, if you use sodium, the color of the rayon will be white in color. Okay, just like that, depending upon the solutions you have taken, the color of the rayon thread will be changing. Now you can use this rayon. It is an industrial process, but this is the laboratory process. Now you can collect it. This will be just like the thread. Okay, so nool sutana madiri vandirukku. Okay, so just like a thread. You can again simplify the fiber. You can separate the fiber. You can make some artificial silk sarees that will be cost about 300 to 400 rupees. That is in par with 15,000 silk saree. Okay, so this is the process of making rayon fiber. So while you are taking the sulfuric acid, what happens is that all the copper is dissolved in this sulfuric acid, okay, forming copper sulfate. Okay, copper sulfate solution will be formed, and rayon is also purified. You can get
after some
pure
time,
rayon.
sulfuric acid reacts with the complex compound and washes out the copper salts from the fibers. Fibers become colorless. After that, our fibers are bleached and
now all the copper is mixed in the sulfate, that is sulfuric acid, and the fiber which has become colorless, all the copper is in the fiber is dissolved. You will be getting copper sulfate solution here. You can see the colorless liquid. Now you can add any color you want using the dye. Okay, fine. So this is about the making of rayon. Are you able to understand? Is that clear? So what do? We use cellulose. Cellulose is mixed with some chemical to form a viscous liquid called viscose. Viscose is passed through the sulfuric acid that will form some thread. Okay, thread like that. Okay, fine. So this is about the manufacture of rayon, which is called artificial silk. Also, it is called regenerated fiber. Okay, so any chemical you can take, hydroxide solution with wood pulp or cellulose will make some viscous fluid. Viscous fluid is passed through the spinneret. You can get the fiber from that sulfuric acid solution. Okay, you can collect it, you can make it colorless, you can add any dye to make some colorful ornaments or colorful sarees or colorful cloth, etc. Okay, fine. And these are some of the properties of rayon. Here you can see the rayon is very strong and extremely absorbent fiber. Okay, it can absorb water easily. It can absorb water and other liquids easily. Okay, it does not melt, but it burns at high temperature. Rayon is strong and extremely absorbent. It burns at high temperature. It is very soft, silky touch. That is why it is used as artificial silk. Okay, fine. So this is called as artificial silk. Okay, also you can easily fold it. Okay, it drapes well. You can easily fold and you can easily make that iron. Okay, so just like if you apply some amount of heat, that will be folded in whatever way you want. Okay, you can easily even for example a 20-meter of saree can be folded and that can be kept within a small lunch box. Okay, so lunch box of about dimension 10 by 10 lunch box that can be used to hold a 20-meter of saree can be kept within this lunch box. Okay, fine. So that is why you can see the silk sarees are kept within some boxes. Okay, when you just expand it, that will go from your home to the opposite home in the opposite street. That much of length will be there, about 20 to 30 meters will be there. Okay, but they cut short by 10 or 5 like that, whatever is the need. Okay, fine. And it wrinkles easily. Okay, it can stretch or shrink when washed. Okay, when it is washed, just like silk, it is also stretched or shrink when it is washed. So this is the property of rayon. Here you can see some of the uses. This is used for fabric for sarees, aprons and caps are made, bandages, cloth used for dressing wounds, tire cords, carpets. Here you can see the pictures. Okay, so some aprons are made out of rayon, tire cords are made. Okay, so bandages and other dressing cloths are made out of rayon because it is just a cellulose. Okay, it is just a cellulose. That is why you can use it for bandage, as well as carpets are made also using rayon. Okay, fine. So this is about the uses of rayon. So what is the first of all what we have learned? So we have learned the 4 types of synthetic fibers: rayon, nylon, polyester, acrylic. Rayon is artificial silk or regenerated fiber. Regenerated fiber. Already the cotton or cellulose is a fiber. Again it is regenerated. Okay, that cotton, so COTT, okay, cotton, which is a natural fiber, now it is made as an artificial fiber through some processes. Okay, nylon, polyester, acrylic, these are all 100% synthetic fibers. Okay, and rayon is prepared by the polymerization of cellulose, and it is also called artificial silk or regenerated fiber. Manufacturing processes involves formation of viscose and squeezing through the spinneret. 2 steps. How to form viscose? Wood pulp or that cellulose is mixed with some hydroxide solutions, and then this viscose is passed through the spinneret. In the case of the video, spinneret is nothing but the needle and syringe. Okay, you can use it industrially of a large production of rayon. Also, you are using some sulfuric acid to wash the entire rayon formed. Okay, you can apply any color. Okay, fine. That is, dyes are applied for rayons, and the properties are very strong and extremely absorbent, does not melt but burn. Okay, it is very soft and silky, drapes well, you can easily fold it, and you can keep it in a bag. Even for 20 to 30 meter saree or 20 to 30 meter cloth, you can fold it. So it is wrinkles easily, You have to again and again iron it, okay? Stretch or shrink when washed. So these are some of the practical examples of rayon, okay? Fabric for saris, apron, cap, and it is mixed with cotton 50-50, okay? That is why it is called semi-synthetic. Semi-synthetic fiber. Rayon is also called what? RAYON, okay? Rayon is also called semi-synthetic fiber. Bandages, cloths, tire cords, these are all the uses of rayon, okay? I stop here and excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. Now, could you please allow the children to show the collected fibers, ma'am? So, do you have any question up to this? Somebody wanted to show the fiber. If you want, ma'am, are you there? Ma'am, could you please allow the children to show the fibers they have collected by unmuting the video? Salvia, yes. Okay, so Salvia is showing the, okay. So who is showing now? Okay, Salvia is, you have collected the fibers. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, so you have collected. Okay, okay, thank you, Salvia. Any other else? Anyone else? Anyone else have collected? What is this, Caleb? Artificial wool. Okay. Yes, good. So that is called acrylic. Okay, artificial wool. Yes, we can get for about 10 to 20 rupees. But original wool is costly. Okay. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, 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 Caleb. Anyone else? John, Shivanuja. Shivanuja, what is it? Is it made of jute? Is it jute? Yes, I think jute or some cotton. Yes, John. John, okay, plastic. Okay. Is it plastic? Yes, plastic. Fine, this is good. So it's a practical example. Okay. Yes, plastic, PVC, synthetic fiber, Mohammed. Okay, thank you, John. Thank you, Mohammed. Mohammed.
Sir, ma'am is not allowing me, sir. Sir.
Okay. Just a minute. Yes.
Sir, ma'am
Yes.
is not allowing me.
Okay, okay, thanks.
It is rayon, sir.
Ma'am.
Rayon, okay, good.
Sir,
Who is talking?
Safa Mariam, sir.
Safa Mariam. Ma'am, could you please allow Safa Mariam for showing the fiber, ma'am? Thank you, Salvia. It is of jute, I think. Okay, Salvia is showing jute bag. Yes, natural fiber. Okay, good. Okay, John, thank you. Thank you, John Emil. Ashida and who else is showing? Okay, okay. Yes, cotton, natural fiber. Good, good. So please collect cotton, coconut coir, just plastic. Danumalaya is showing a simple example. Plastic, synthetic fiber. Good. Fine, it's fine. So please collect coconut coir, cotton, and some amount of jute fiber. You have to. Okay, thanks, Salvia. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So that is again rayon. Okay, that is rayon. So you have to do a small project by placing natural fiber on one side, artificial fiber on other side. I will give you homework today or Monday. Okay, as a project. Okay. Okay, what is, yes, coconut coir. Coconut coir. Yes, it is around you. Tenganar. Okay. It's a very, very good. What is that? Natural fiber. Okay. Fine. So many businesses are running because of this coconut coir. Okay. Okay, it's time up. We will meet in the next class. Thanks a lot for all of you who have shown the examples. Others you can, yes, Hari Rasudan, you can do in the next class, okay?